Who had more fun, Clemson Life or Peyton Page?
Oh my gosh, they all had so much fun. You know, we haven't done this in 3 years.
Right.
And so a lot of these kids haven't had a chance to do it yet. So it was just really cool. It was awesome. It was awesome. They did it. And, you know, we make the freshmen, the first, second year people stay out. But we had a ton of seniors, a ton of juniors. So it was pretty cool to see them really engaged, fully engaged in what they were doing. It was an awesome day. Always fun. Finally got to come to the stadium. You know, every time we've had it scheduled to come to the stadium, it's been just a disaster from a weather standpoint. So this was awesome to get outside and get the second scrimmage underway. And we got a lot of guys out. We got a bunch of guys out. Probably 15 or so, and got a couple of guys with mono that are going to be out for the rest of spring. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's like minor league baseball. So we're kind of having to console our coaches in a couple of spots, because we just you got what you got, and because we got a lot of guys that need work, but you got to put 11 out there. So we got linebackers playing corner. We got a little bit of everything, just so we can get the practice. It's like minor league baseball. It might be they got to get games. You got to get reps, and so you got to put a team together so you can play games. So today was a little bit of that, but we were able to, again, the guys that really need the work are getting it. Unfortunately, Colin is one of them that's out. He's had a really good spring, but he's probably going to be out. So Walker Parks is out. He's sick. But we're confident that with those young guys, Blake, and seeing all those linemen getting, different roles, whether they're playing left tackle or right tackle, and, Tucker and Trent, all those guys getting a bunch of work. And same thing on the defensive line side, Peyton and Capehart, and E.T. and Denhoff and Zaire. We just got a lot of guys getting a ton of work that really, really need it. And so from that standpoint, I feel really good about it. But we're just thin, we're just thin in some areas. So it is what it is there. Just trying to evaluate the guys that we need to evaluate, and not get frustrated with, a linebacker walk-on playing corner. Just great to go.
Christian Wilkins' dream, though.
Yeah, Christian Wilkins' dream. Yeah, he'd have been lobbying big time to play with every group at a different position today. So
what would you see coming out of today's scrimmage?
Yeah, well, we've got. I thought defense set the tone today. We had they got their hands on the ball, and we have not really intercepted the ball really all spring. We've had some takeaways on some turnovers, but today they had 2 picks, and that was really good to see. And so, I thought they set the tone early in our first open field. We did a lot of different, kind of put it all together today. Some backed up open field, some middle field, some red zone. We did some situational stuff, coming off the one. We also did second and goal with a minute to go, and you got to have a touchdown to win the game. So kind of different situation there. Did a couple of really good 2-minute drive situations. So, some open field play, react to what you get, and then some scripted situational stuff too, just to make sure we got the work. But, I saw us pick the ball off. I saw us make some great hustle plays defensively. We've got a group of linebackers that, man, just stand out. I mean, they really, really stand out. I think we all know what we got up front, and those guys are as advertised. And the guys, we've kind of really kept the reps down for some of those guys. They're kind of getting what they need, and we've really pushed the reps on Swint and Denhoff and Zaire and Peyton and Capehart and E.T. and they've really done a great job. I mean, it's been really good, very productive. What I've seen in the secondary has been really good. I mean, again, I think we had 3 scholarship corners today. We got Fred back, so this is his second practice, really full go. Toriano has really just gotten better and better and better. And then Nate Wiggins is he's got a chance to be special. He's having the type of spring that we all hoped he would have. So, and then Lucas got 9 good days. He's got a good foundation. So these last 6, he's just kind of mentally staying sharp and getting well from his surgery, and he'll be 100% ready to go. But we saw enough in 9 days with him to know that we hit a home run with he and Toriano. And then same thing on the secondary, on the back end with Venables out. Xanders has gotten all the working green, no scrimmage work, but man, he looks great. Man, we know what T-Bone's having, even though T-Bone's not going through spring right now, he's having his best semester here at Clemson. And really, really proud of Tyler. I mean, he got a True Tiger Award today. I mean, he's just gotten really locked in. And, he can play a lot of positions for us. Makuba, this has been a great spring for him. He's played corner, he's played nickel, he's played both safeties. I mean, this guy can do a little bit of everything. So his exposure this spring has been really helpful for our team. Jalen Phillips, one of the best leaders on this team, one of the most improved football players on this team. Really proud of him. Same thing with Wiggins. So we're just getting a lot of work with those guys, and then Koval. I just can't say enough good things about Lucas and Toriano and Koval, those three freshmen that have come in here. They're going to help us for sure. And then again, as I said, the linebackers are doing a great job. So defensively today, I think we're just progressing. And then on the flip side, offensively, we got one scholarship running back, and he's been outstanding all spring. It's been fun to see Maffa be the guy, and it really has. And he has responded well. I love his demeanor, his leadership. I love the support. Shipley's been back the last 2 days. We've been able to get him in green, so he looks great. And won't scrimmage or play in the game next week, but he's really progressed well, and excited about that. This kid Dominique Thomas, he's in the right place, right time, so he's gotten just circumstances that were good for him, so he's gotten a lot of work, and he's a little different guy, but you can really see his ability. I mean, he was a good player at that level, and he's shown up, and he's been a good player for us this spring. So I'm really excited that we got a guy like that just walk in off the street to go along with Keith Adams coming in this summer. That's going to help us. Got Brenning Stool back. Brenny is just so talented, and unfortunate he missed several practices the first half. So hopefully he's going to have a good finish. Luke Price, on the other hand, he's probably as improved as anybody on this team as well. I mean, this guy just, he's 6 years and just loves football, loves everything about it, and has really improved. I mean, he's a very functional guy for us. So he's taking advantage of the opportunity with Davis and Sage being out, and certainly Brenny was out the first half. Getting a lot done up front, now with Walker out, and Dietrich has gotten a lot of teamwork, but no scrimmage work. But he's progressing. Marcus Tate's a different guy. I mean, he started games for us last year for a reason, but he's what we're seeing, what you want to see, and just a progression there. His confidence, I think he's earned that confidence. He's playing guards, he's playing tackle. He's got good knowledge. I think Brian Tucker has really, taken advantage of his opportunity. We got a big group of redshirt sophomores that we need all of them to make a jump, and we're seeing that in all those guys. John Williams, getting him back, you're seeing that jump in him. You're seeing it in Tucker. You're seeing it in Trent Howard. Putnam, he's had about one bad snap a day, and he had one today. But he has really done a good job for a guy that has not snapped, and all of a sudden now it's live bullets. He's not perfect yet, but he's by the time we get to August, I think he's going to be really polished up and ready to go. The quarterbacks are doing DJ has had an excellent spring. I thought he started a little slow first series today, and then he kind of picked it up, and he was like 12-20 or something like that. But he had a couple balls we should have made. But he manages things well. He really understands. He's got great ownership of what he's doing. It's well documented where he is physically and all that stuff. And again, he's had a very good spring. He's had a couple of great days. And then Cade just continues to impress. I mean, he's just a really talented young player. Same thing as those corners, as advertised, and just a sponge. Just loves every bit of it. He's about 188, right at 190 now, and heading in the right direction there. So I was proud of him, and proud of those receivers too. I mean, it's been a good spring. We still don't have everybody, but what we've been able to get done with Ngata and Bo and Dakari. They're just different guys. Bo was out today, tweaked his hamstring on spring break, running routes. But those guys are kind of taking another level. And Spector is a big shot in the arm for us. Certainly don't have Will Taylor, and we've got other guys coming in this summer. But I'm proud of those guys. And then Troy Stellato, I've seen him like 2 days in a year. So he's got a long way to go. But he at least got. This is the first time I've seen him play football in forever. He's always hurt. So to be able to see him get out there today was good, and I thought he took advantage of it. He made 3 or 4 nice plays, and so it's just a matter of him growing up and maturing and being an available guy as he moves forward.